Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. I hope you guys caught that. Did you notice the unusual percentages for the friend units? So, with the Future Saga seemingly confirmed, now we'll see. A lot of the hints and teasers and stuff like that, I don't really think are very... I don't know. Like, I don't want to say they've been done bad, because keeping us guessing I don't think is a bad thing. We'll see. Hopefully it all connects once we get like the actual like official like reveals and stuff like that. But right now, looks like Future Saga is on by them having ZAMASU talking during the last teaser, right? So should be Future Saga. I figured perfect time. Let's do a team versus team video of Vegito Blue team versus Fusion ZAMASU team. Now, this video showed me I am definitely like if I keep doing these, I am definitely not gonna make sure we have to use like the showcase characters or whatever as leaders. I might start doing this just with them on the team. Just the way I like to title the videos, you know, like it was Dokkan Fest, you know, Super Saiyan 3 Daima Vegeta team versus Dokkan Fest Super Saiyan Daima Goku team, right? But like I'm gonna write that still, but then they might just be like a unit on the team, because both Fusion ZAMASU and Vegito Blue have tremendous leader skills. To this day, their leader skills are fantastic, right? So we could easily build a monster lineup on these teams, which we did. Also, they are on teams, strong categories. So we could easily run Fusion ZAMASU and Blue Vegito on incredibly powerful teams full of the best characters in the game, you know, plus like AGL VEGITO Blue. You know, a team of the best characters in the game, plus just like TEQ Fusion ZAMASU. Easily could have did that, but I wanted to run them as leads. Originally, my plan, my idea, was I was going to put the Vegito Blue team in the Red Zone Beerus fight that I like to do. The Goku story Red Zone Beerus fight. And I was going to take the Fusion ZAMASU team into the Beerus fight for the Vegeta story, which is a nasty dodge canceling fight. So I couldn't take AGL VB in there. That like wouldn't be like, they would just get slaughtered with no ability to do anything basically in there, right? It's pointless. But like there was no friends, and I was looking around. I don't want to go to 2 years old Red Zone fights. I mean, maybe I could. You guys comment on this if you like. I am trying to stick to at least some of the more recent Red Zone fights in here. I mean, we've got, you know, 6 stages across two Red Zones each of like 6 relevant stages we could do, right? Battle of Gods, Golden Frieza, Universe 6 vs 7, Future, Universe Survival Saga, and then the Blue Goku Blue Vegeta fight. And that's for each one of the Goku story and Vegeta story Red Zones, right? We have so many stages we could do. I'm trying to stick to like those relevant ones, but I mean, if I want to do that, I would have to use them just as a unit on the team. Now, keep in mind that these are not races. I always like to clarify that. I mean, being like a speed run type player is just not what I'm good at, right? Like no way. So this is not really meant to be a race. These are meant to be fun, just to see like the two teams just right there displayed next to each other. I like doing the I like once I remembered, like, because it's like I was sitting there like, you know, content is very dry. This was at the start of the Tao celebration, right? I was like, this is gonna be brutal, man. I gotta you know, think up stuff. And I was like, oh, like I used to do this series. I don't know what it was. I think the reason I stopped doing these was just because oftentimes it could potentially take a while, right? Like I record one team's footage, then I record the other team's footage, and then I kind of like play it back while giving post commentary, which sometimes could go a little bit longer. But I mean, sometimes Red Zone showcases can go really bad and take a long time. When I do regular showcases these days, usually it takes multiple hours. So, you know, it is what it is. But getting back into these, I do like doing these with the two teams side by side. But for sure, moving forward, if we're going to do characters like these guys who are, you know, closing in on 2 years old. So, like, this is not a video where, like, oh, let's shit on AGL VEGITO Blue, the character sucks so bad, or let's shit on Fusion ZAMASU, they suck so bad. That's not what we're here for either, because they're 2 years old. Like, gacha, unfortunately, I mean, we are playing a gacha game. We understand it's a gacha. We know about gacha mechanics, gacha gimmicks, gacha toxic practices, everything. We know all about this. We know what we signed up for, right? And, I mean, one of it is that, you know, the new summonable character, I mean, you know, he is going to do better. Like, it's like, you know, they're going to make them better so that you want to spend money, like, all that type of stuff, right? So as time goes on, characters do age out. Now, remember, both of these guys do have great leader skills, by the way. So, I mean, we're able to run tremendous characters. Vegito Blue is what? Battle of Fate, Future, Power Beyond Super Saiyan. And then Fusion Zamasu is Realm of Gods, Fuse Fighters, Worldwide Chaos. So we have very elite lineups that we're rocking here. For Fusion Zamasu's team, I could have either went like full, basically like Realm of Gods Saiyans or Fusions. But I wanted to get a couple of Big Bad Bosses characters in here to potentially help Zamasu out by having Big Bad Bosses. I felt like STR Kid Buu and AGL Cell are like, the way they're structured plays very well for this fight. I felt like they could do me very good and not be the cause of us losing, and they could potentially help Fusion Zamasu a lot by having some Big Bad Bosses characters on the lineup to give him Big Bad Bosses. Like, I just felt like it was going to be a super good idea for us to do. You know, we'll see what happens towards the end. And then for the Blue Fusion, for Blue Vegito, I could have ran the 10th anniversary fusions on the team, because remember, they do also give stats to all superclass characters. Remember, the leader skills, like, out of nowhere, and then they basically didn't do this again. The leader skills for Fusion Zamasu and Vegito Blue are, like, so stunningly, like, what the fuck good. Their leader skills are so crazy. But I didn't feel like I needed to run the 10th anniversary fusions on this Vegito Blue team, because, I mean, look at the rest of the lineup. We have no problems whatsoever here. I'm starting to think, by the way, I've mentioned this a bit, but I'm starting to think STR Evolution Blue Vegeta is a little underrated. I mean, he is definitely weak against like the nasty boss mechanics. When the boss is not just sitting there letting you beat their ass, and they're doing nasty shit like sealing, locking, AoEs. The thing about STR Evolution Blue Vegeta is he's got no defenses against those whatsoever, right? A lot of characters would have, like, and this is where Vegeta not having an active skill does truly hurt him in an actual gameplay fashion, besides just like, oh, aesthetically we wish he had an active skill. Many characters in the game, most characters in the game these days, get a lot of defense when they attack, right? Like, even from their passive. And, you know, a lot of characters have got active skill attacks. So you pop an active skill attack, and you're going to proc the, you know, on passive defense, like on attack portion of their passive, right? Many characters will be able to handle business quite a bit better against a potential AoE, you know, if they're able to pop their active. That's one great thing the EZA GT Super Saiyan characters do. The GT Goku and GT Vegeta, the Super Saiyans, they're able to work really, really well, popping their active skills, and it will give them massive stats right away, because it, you know, activates their entire passive, which is very, very good, right? But Vegeta doesn't have the ability to do that. But if the boss is just, like, straight up attacking, Vegeta is, like, completely good to go. He has nothing to worry about whatsoever. Now, also keep in mind this Golden Frieza fight. I think that this is a good, like, showcase fight, depending upon what we want to do. That first turn Golden Frieza is very deadly, and he is quite a scary boss. The first turn of Golden Frieza, his damage is crazy. So by getting to him, you know, like slower, it's going to give us a better chance of victory. And remember, every time we attack Golden Frieza, we lower his damage. So Evolution Blue Vegeta is a good matchup for this fight, because even as he does normal, that's not actually going to hurt us. It's still going to help us, because by doing all those normal attacks, he's still lowering Golden Frieza's damage every single time we hit him, right? So that's going to be really good. So Vegeta will be tremendous in here. Now, we have Golden Great Ape here. I mean, remember, once we revert back, it's that same animation that we've seen a million times, a billion times, a trillion times, How many times have we seen that, you know, Golden Grid Ape transforming into Super Saiyan 4 Goku animation? Gonna see it a million more times in our lives. It's just like, I remember when Legends dropped the BoJack movie, Legends Limited Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. And, I mean, it's just, he's a revived character, and he was, you know, like, the best unit in the game, or he at least had the best team hybrids at the time. But, you know, you would see him every match. And I was playing Legends a lot back then. And you'd see him every match, and you'd see that revive animation every single match. Always, always, always. And it's just, it's a similar thing with Super Saiyan 4 Goku, right? Super Saiyan 4 Goku is so good. I see that, like, every single video. Like, it gets to the point, though, where I have been just completely, skipping the animation and videos, be like, all right, I'm not gonna make you guys sit through this. Like, I always do that, right? Like, do not worry, kids. I'm not gonna make, I mean, here in this video, sure, right? But, like, all animations on is kind of like a part of the, I don't know, spectacle of this video or whatever it is you want to call it. By the way, I was stunned. Look at Gogeta actually takes damage right here. I was blown away by that, dude. I was like, wow. I know we haven't gotten defensive stacks, but still, that is crazy. Like, that shows how powerful Golden Frieza is right away. At first turn, he's very deadly. That's why we pop Gogeta's active. We got HL UI Goku's active. Gogeta will do a bunch of attacks, and Evolution Blue Vegeta will do a bunch of attacks, which just should put us in a good position, right? My fear doing these runs was we would get to, you know, probably Golden Frieza close to dying, and then potentially Fusion Zamasu or AGL Vegito Blue dying in slot 3. Because remember, you know, recently I saw a discussion on the timeline of people talking about, you know, Fusion Zamasu and Vegito Blue have the same active skill condition. And people, it was a question of like, well, why does everyone hate on Vegito Blue but not Fusion Zamasu? And the reason is because Vegito Blue, once their intro runs off, are a fucking fish. They're a free-to-play character once their intro runs off before you transform into Vegito Blue. They are an absolute loser character. Fusion Zamasu does lose a lot of effectiveness. He loses damage reduction as turns go by too. But, like, you know, and he is still fine, like, in slot 3. Like, you get Fusion Zamasu in, like, a slot 3 position. Not really slot 1 after the first couple of turns. But he's not, like, a free-to-play character out there the way AGL Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta are. That's the problem, right? But, yes, remember, they both do have the same, like, active skill condition. So we are playing with that for both of them. Vegeta, you know, doing any normals, not really going to be a huge issue right there. You know, still lowering Golden Frieza's damage, lowering it. All right, so here's AGL UI Goku. Okay, so he does a super attack, right? We got him the 24 key. This was a great turn. Remember, AGL Gogeta's active skill is up. We've lowered Golden Frieza's damage a lot. Super. We missed his additional, missed the hidden potential system additional, missed the dodge, death. Fuck that. I'm out. Dude, no way, man. That happened, and I said, I do not care. I'm out. That's that. And that's all I've got to say about that. I said, no way. Not happening. I am not going back in. So that's it for the Fusion Zamasu side. I was so mad. Dude. Like, if UI Goku gets even one of his additional remember, his additional is a 77% chance to additional super. We failed it. And 77% chance to dodge. We failed it. 77%. Like, we failed 3 consecutive 77%. Like, I said, yeah, fuck you. I'm out. Right? If any one of those procs go our way, I figure we live, you know, and then Fusion Zamasu is able to pop his domain and we win. Like, either next turn or the turn after. I was so mad. I wasn't hopping back in. Like, this was my boiling point of bad luck. I couldn't. I said, dude, I was so mad. I could, like, thinking about that, like, it's just so crazy. Again, he has a 77% chance of additional super. We failed it. No hidden potential system proc. Failed that. Failed the dodge, 77%. And then failed another dodge, 77%. Like, just, fuck you, man. It's just, whatever, dude. So, there we go. If UI Goku had taken one normal and gone through, like, we probably were going to win next turn. And it's just we get cooked. And, I mean, that, to be fair, like, you know, running Fusion ZAMASU on, like, a different team wouldn't have changed that outcome. But the outcome on the other team, well, that would be changed if I just ran Vegito Blue on, like, I guess the 10th anniversary Super Vegito team is what I could have did. Because if I would have ran him on the 10th anniversary Super Vegito team, you know, we would be on the 220%, you know, and, you know, we'd be getting the full buffs and all that, and then we could surround him with all these fusions and shit like that, just like this. But the issue that we run into right here, so, Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta, I mean, I'll just spoil it for you guys. They do die in slot 3 to normals. Because, again, they are a free-to-play character once their intro wears off. And that's how that goes. The other thing, too, that is a major concern. I mean, my Goku and Vegeta probably do not die on this turn. But the friend Goku and Vegeta do die because they're 55%. This is where the horrible friend system bites me in the ass, right? The terrible, god-awful, unforgivable friend system, you know, not allowing us to enjoy the game we want to and hamstringing us. This is why when I talk about massive updates, the box space issue is like so, like it's actually such a serious thing. I mean, they gave me a nice little reprieve with a lot of box space, but it's such a serious issue. It actually is. I mean, if you disagree, you're just fucking wrong. I'm not even listening to any fucking bullshit. But I maintain that the friend system is a way worse issue overall because it affects all players. All players are affected by just the horribleness of the friend system. So it's like, you know, that to me is the most glaring need that we need addressed in Dokkan, is like a friend system revamp or fix or life draft, anything. That is the #1 priority, even over like box space. Because box space is, you know, literally prevents you from playing the game, but I mean, how many people does it affect? Not that many. Not that many people are going for plus 25 million power levels, right? Like, it's not affecting that many people. Not a whale thing either. It's just specifically people going for that high of a power level. But yeah, friend system is the culprit here. Because if we had a second friend, I did record the Vegito Blue footage first too, by the way. And this was also the other thing. Like, this 55% Blue Goku and Vegeta gets slaughtered right here by normals. And I go, man, I don't, like, this video was just meant to be for fun. And I got frustrated by that. And I was like, all right, let me just record the Fusion ZAMASU footage. And then that pissed me off too. And I said, well, okay. Whatever, man. Hopefully we get into the actual, like, you know, Future Saga Global Dokkan celebration. And, you know, things will go a little bit better. Hopefully. I gotta imagine these tag characters are gonna be pretty exciting. Oh, by the way, don't expect Blue Vegito and TEQ Fusion ZAMASU to EZA. I mean, we've gone over it many times, but they would, you know, open up to EZA next year, not this year. Maybe eventually Dokkan will shorten that time frame. Maybe. But until they do, I'm just going to say it's not going to happen. I'm going to let Dokkan do it one time first before I even consider it a possibility of happening, right? That's just where I'm at. So, all right, guys. I mean, I don't know. I did not have fun recording this at all. But I did have fun recording the commentary portion, right? Dude, I was... Both endings of these two runs pissed me off, man. Let me know what you guys think. Vegito Blue and ZAMASU, baby. Future Saga. Woo! Here we go.